So you always get faked out chasing the wrong stocks at market open and you end up missing the big moves like this. Well, I caught the big move today from the bottom to the top, and I'm going to teach you exactly how I do it step by step. That way you pretty much always know exactly what stock to be watching at market open. Now, that stock today was CETX, and it ran over 60% today. If you didn't trade this today, you probably got destroyed because it was the only obvious stock today after market open. Now, going into market open, I'm looking for the stocks that are the most obvious stocks. What stock is everybody looking to trade right now? And most out there are looking at those top 5 pre-market gappers, which of course CETX was this morning. So looking over at CETX, we have to first start with our top-down analysis. First question is, do we have range to the upside? So for that, we check the daily time frame for past areas of rejection, which we can see back here sitting right here at $3.30 off these past daily highs. And what I also notice here is we have this tightening wedge with these lower highs going in the market open, which means we can only trade this if we get a break to the upside, which of course we knew if it did get breaking out, we had room to 330 based on that past daily high. But see, breakouts are typically used by the market to find liquidity in the market. So what I want to do is find liquidity in our favor that we can trade off of. So check this out. Back here on this recent high, we have this area of where it sort of pops up to the highs, consolidates, then rejects back down lower. So we have this rally sort of base drop type move. This area of consolidation prior to that reversal becomes an area of supply, which is where liquidity sits in the market. So that's going to be our little zone here we can draw with a rectangle tool and drag it on over to the right. So now I know if I do want to trade this, I've got to not only get the break of this downtrend, but I've also got to get the break of that previous high. So I had to see price break over that previous high right here and then pull back and confirm off the EMAs and VWAP, which as you can see happens right here. So going into market open, price breaks out in a strong way, pulls back into that zone, which is now an area of demand, right? Because we broke above and pulled back. I nailed the entry, risking off the 90 EMA for the leg up higher, and check this out. I get a break of the high. As price does put in place that new high, my stop loss gets raised to the bottom of this next 1 minute candle until I eventually test that 330 level and take a full take profit over the 330s. This thing was absolutely insane, but that's all there was to it. And just like that, even on a day like today where there was really only one obvious A+ opportunity, nothing else really looked good. It was a slow day going into New Year's. I was still able to make it happen, trading the most obvious A+ setup on CETX. Watch me trade stocks just like this in real time every single day. Make sure to grab your 7-day free trial, and I'll see you there.